Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. We're going to be checking out this Canon M50. I haven't had too much time to test out this camera, but I just want to talk about the features that the camera has. And, you know, if you are looking into a new vlogging camera, probably, in my opinion, one of the best ones you can get for your money in today's market. So stick around, and after the intro, let's get to it. We're going to start out with the body of the camera itself, just walking you guys through this camera. If you haven't held this camera, once you hold it, it's very light. It's not heavy at all, you know what I'm saying? It feels really good in the hands. You get the flip out screen on this camera, which is another good feature for vlogging. If you're a vlogger, they give you a lens that comes with this, and it's not a bad lens. I've noticed a lot of people that did their other reviews, they don't use the stock lens that came with this one, but this actually a very good lens. I'm gonna play some footage for you guys so you can kind of see exactly what it looks like. The quality on this camera is pretty good. It shoots 1080p at 60, at 24, you know, all the good stuff. It also has 4K, and the only downside I would say about the 4K features, the fact that you lose the dual pixel autofocus, which is one thing that, you know, if you're vlogging, I mean, you're not really going to be vlogging in 4K unless you want that extra quality. If it was me and my purposes, I can deal with, you know, the 1080p quality. Yeah, on the side, you got the HDMI cord, you know, all that good stuff. Right there, you have the battery section here, your SD card slot, you have your microphone section here, you know, so it's a very straightforward, simple camera. The lens, this is a 15 to 45 millimeter lens here. It does have Bluetooth built into this camera, so, and it's always on, so as you're taking pictures, it can be sending them to your phone directly as you're taking them. At least that's one of the things I read online. I haven't tested it yet to see exactly. This is the first hands-on review of this camera. So
you know what it is. I was born for this. Ain't no quits, dropping hits. I don't see my enemies, they're on a blacklist. Yeah, whole squad, yeah, we on a A-list.
And now that we talked about the camera a little bit and some basic features, let's go ahead and just, you know, kind of let me break down exactly the specifications that this camera has, you know, in case you're looking into buying this camera for your vlogging experiences or just for your day-to-day type of situation. If you're doing a professional shoot or anything of that nature, I would say that there are better options in terms of cameras and what you want to do out there. But if you're just trying to, like I said, if this is a camera that you want to use for, you know, basic things, you could obviously shoot 4K, so you can use it. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna see if I can possibly get shoot a music video with this 4K, you know, specifications on this camera, so you guys can kind of see what that looks like. But it's not something that I would use in a professional situation. So it's a 24 megapixel, you know, camera. It has an APS-C sensor, you know, unit built into the camera itself. It's Wi-Fi and NFC enabled, so if you are used to that, sending files to yourself or using the Wi-Fi features if you're familiar with using Wi-Fi features, this has that. If you're that person, like I've told you guys already, it shoots 4K, UHD, you know, so you'll be able to get those very crisp, extra vivid quality to mix down later on if that's, you know, something that you choose to do. You know, it has the Bluetooth feature that I talked about earlier. You know, the dual autofocus with this camera, it's very spectacular with this camera. It does not work when you're shooting in 4K, unfortunately. It turns into the regular autofocus settings. Why they did this, I don't know. Full HD settings, it works very well, seamlessly, it's very accurate. The audio quality is pretty decent. It's not bad, you know what I'm saying? I still would recommend using a microphone when operating this camera for that best quality possible. The lens mount on this is a new lens mount from Canon. It's the EFM mount, you know, and basically this EFM mount, This EFM mount lens allows you. It's if you want to be able to use your other Canon lenses and whatnot, you're gonna have to buy an adapter that they release. I'm sure other companies are gonna start making their own aftermarket lenses and whatnot. But for this specific camera, you're gonna have to use an adapter, and it's the EF. They have a EF and EFS lens compatible via the adapter. They have an adapter that you can buy that will allow you to use your EFS and your EF lenses on that camera. So it's pretty dope. And it also has the autofocus selection points. So if you're the type of person that like to select certain areas to be in focus and the others not, this will work perfect for you. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to be missing anything on that side of things. You know, auto white balance, all those things are all available. We don't need to talk about that. The viewfinder is good. It's not a bad viewfinder. I've seen better, but it will get the job done. Again, like I said, if for me and my purposes, if I was to get this camera, it would be for vlogging. So it would be for vlogging and fast image and file transfers between the camera and the phone. So things like that. It's meant for efficiency. A bunch of people on YouTube or even manufacturers now, they'll make LUT conversion packs. So you can literally record it's not going to give you more dynamic range, but you can get your image to look a lot closer to something that you would like. You know, in fact, I might provide one in the description down below. Just drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. All right. Yeah, so basically what it does, it'll convert your standard video files or footage into like a log profile, and then you can now use standard LUTs or log LUTs or whatever the case may be on that. So if that's something that you're into, you know, it's there for you. This shoots 4K at 24 frames per second. It also shoots full HD at 24 frames per second, and then you get full HD, you know, at 60 frames per second. So it doesn't go any lower than that, but again, I don't think you're gonna be needing too much of that. If you're a Canon user, you might have known about the hacking option that allows you to get extra things that the Canon doesn't, or the older Canon cameras didn't have. I can't remember what it's called right now. But hopefully if they release a hack for the Canon ones that allows you to get all these camera raw and all these features on this camera, this would be a beast of a camera. At its current state right now, it's a killer, you know, on the daily, on the go camera lens to have. And that's pretty much it, guys, on this camera. Like I said, it's a very basic camera for your day-to-day usage. You know, if you guys are interested and you would like to purchase this camera, go ahead and check the description down below. Use the link that is provided. It will help me as well as help you. You know what I'm saying? So it does help me support this channel. So if you're new to this channel, man, and you like these reviews and you would like me to drop more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about this camera. Is this something that you would be interested in buying? Are you a vlogger, or are you more of a professional video enthusiast? Whichever way you are, just drop down the comments. I appreciate you guys checking out the community here at the Hip Brainiac YouTube channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow or next time for another dope video. Appreciate y'all. Peace.